how to take over a shell company in Singapore, how it works, and for whom such a shell company makes sense. You'll find out all about that in this video. Hello and welcome. My name is Florian Wilk from CMC and Larnaca in Cyprus, but also, among other places, in Singapore. And in this video, we're going to talk about the topic of shell companies in Singapore. What exactly is that anyway? You could also alternatively call them off-the-shelf shelf companies. These are essentially fully registered and ready-made corporate entities that we specifically keep available on hand for the immediate needs of your project. And they are especially important in certain situations. For example, if you need to sign a contract at short notice, or you want to open a business account quickly, but don't have the time to go through a new company formation, have the articles of association drafted, get the name checked, and so on. Now, Singapore is actually a relatively fast location when it comes to dealing with the authorities. Of course, there are certain public holidays in Singapore as well, and then you often have the issue time difference. Yes, there are quite a few hours difference, and because of the delayed communication due to the time difference, things can take a bit longer than they might if you were on site. So from time to time, we do have cases where a shelf company makes sense. What is the procedure? Basically, it's very simple. You have a ready-made company. It has a name, it has articles of association, it has 2 directors, 1 local, 1 non-local, and of course, a shareholder. And this company is fully set up and can be taken over at any time. The process is as follows. We need from you, or rather from all shareholders, passport copies, proof of address, and a short CV from each. This is simply for KYC purposes, to identify the client, so to speak, and to verify the personal information provided. We conduct a background check. If we do it on an express basis, it takes about 1 to 2 business days. That can be done relatively quickly. At the same time, the shareholder update process can already be initiated. That means you will then, or rather, the shareholders will then be registered as new shareholders of the existing company. And not only takes a few business days in Singapore, the authorities there are quite efficient. Nevertheless, as soon as these things are submitted, you can immediately start signing contracts, opening the business account, etc. So you can get started with any waiting time, without delay, within 1 to 2 business days. In fact, you can launch with such a shelf company and become operational very, very quickly. That's the big advantage. You might not need it right now. Sometimes people do this. Set up a foreign company to possibly use it for a future project. And then maybe you end up not using it, and 2 or 3 years go by. You've unnecessarily spent money on administration and on filing 0 reports. That's not really sensible. In that case, it's better to go with a shelf company, a ready-made company. You can use them when you need them, and then get started very, very quickly. Start accordingly. The same, of course, applies to Georgia and Cyprus. At these locations as well, we provide you with such shelf or ready-made companies. And we are absolutely delighted and honored to provide comprehensive support for your upcoming business project. If you have specific inquiries or detailed questions about shelf companies, or if you just want to get some non-binding information, you are very welcome to schedule a personalized one-on-one consultation appointment with our team. You can find the registration form below the video. Just click on the link and then set up an appointment. Then you'll talk to one of our staff members or with me about your project, and we can see if we can support you with your entrepreneurial plans. So thank you for your attention. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or if it helped you. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All the best and see you very, very soon. Yours, Florian Witt.